Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Mellow Marsh and today we're going to look at a video tutorial on Brand the Burning Vengeance. Now, if you guys ever played Dota before, his ult is similar to Lich King's and he is a caster. His spells are really strong. He's a strong nuker. His spells are mostly focused around area of effects, so he's really useful in team fights. And for this video, I'm going to be playing as Brand, obviously, in a ranked match. So let's just get to it. Alright, so to start things off, as you guys can see, I'm going to be laying against Aurelia. And as you guys know, Aurelia is a really tough opponent to lane against because she's really aggressive. And the thing with Brand is like he's all about spell combination where one spell sets up for the next one. So as you can see for this scene, Aurelia is going to kind of be aggressive with me. So I'm using Conflagration, put my passive on her first, and use Seer to stun her and get a little couple hits off her just to ward her off. However, for this scene, I make the mistake of using my spells to farm instead of CCing Aurelia because now my spells are on cooldown except for Seer, and because of that, I can use Conflagration or Pillar of Flames to put my passive on her to allow Seer to stun, and because of that, this allowed Aurelia to bring me down half health and get a couple hits off me. So the item build I go for Brand, at the beginning I try to get Mana Crystal and 2 health pots because it's typical for many casters I play with, such as Annie and Cassidy, because I go straight for a Catalyst, and after that you get your typical boots and then Sorcerer shoes. After that, you try to rush for your Ravenous Death Cat, which is crucial for many casters because it gives enormous amount of AP, and at the same time, because of its unique passive, it's useful for early game as well as late game. After that, you try to get your Riley's Crystal Scepter because Grant is kind of squishy and that he's focused first a lot in many team fights. So because Riley, it gives ability power as well as HP, it makes Brand a little bit more tankish, so he's hard to kill. And at the same time, because of its special passive and ability of the Riley's Crystal Scepter, it can slow enemies down based on your hit on your spells. So it's useful in getting away and catching up to enemies, so it just makes Brand a little more useful with that item. After that, try to turn your Callus to something. So you can either get Rod of Ages or Banshee's Veil. I would recommend Banshee's Veil because once again, Brand does get focused down a lot first, and because Banshee's Veil can negate one spell, it just help Brand just survive a little bit more. And because if your Banshee's Veil is up, many champions may try not to focus you down first. They may try to pop your Banshee's Veil first, so they may not think of attacking twice. So after that, you can either get an Hourglass, Void Staff, or even Guardian's Angel. But it all depends on how the game is flowing. If you're doing really well, you can get Void Staff for extra AP and spell penetration. Or if you're doing bad, they focus you down first and you die really quick in team fights. This can Guardian's Angel because of that revive. But if you want, I think I would recommend getting Hourglass because it's kind of fits in between the defensive and offensive build of Brand, because Hourglass does give you a good amount of ability power, but at the same time with activation, it makes you invulnerable for 2 seconds, so you can cast your spells, all your spells, and then you activate it so that the enemy champion can't attack you, just lower it, and then this brings you closer to your cooldowns being up again. But the skills that I go for Brand, at the beginning, I get Conflagration first, and after that, I try to max out Pillar of Flames. The Pillar of Flames, I believe, does the most amount of damage, and it's easier to hit with enemy champion. You get Seer at level 3 or level 4, but just leave it at level 1. Like I said, max out Pillar of Flames first, and then Conflagration, and then your ultimate respectively. The spell combo to use for Brand, because Brand is almost spell combination, so to farm, use Pillar Flames first to hit the creeps, and then use Conflagration to hit the creeps all around. So I think at level 7 or level 9, you can pretty much one combo shot a whole row of caster creeps. So Brand is a really good farmer. He's really strong at farming. Um, Basically, in sticky situation where the enemy champion is chasing you or you're chasing them, try to use Conflagration first and then try Skill Shot Seer. Skill Shot Seer is kind of tricky. Happy to right like precisely on, so it's kind of tricky. But to use your ult, I think his ultimate is the best. If you guys ever play Lich, the Lich King in Dota is exactly like that. It just bounces around. So um, the best thing I can do to recommend is that in team fights, if all enemy champions are kind of hovering around together, use your Pillar of Flames first to try to tag as many champions as you can with your passive. And right after that, you just toss up your ult and it bounces around a lot quicker. And hilariously, his ult is really powerful, and I pretty much get maybe 1 to 3 champion kills within team fights because most of the time they're focused on me. So I just toss down my Pillar of Flames, tag most champions that came with my passive, toss my ult up, and just run away, flash away, or just try and do just kite them around. So, but the game's coming to an end, and my thoughts on the champion is that I really recommend him if you love playing casters. He's really fun to play, and he does an enormous amount of damage. He's more AOE focused type spells, other than like Annie, where her spells are mostly for CCing or for stun and spike damaging. Brand does do a good amount of spike damaging, but in terms of CC, he's not as great. But damage output for AOE type, he is one of the best. I recommend him. And for the background, it's just for representing the Lich King from Dota. Give him a representation. And to be honest, I hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys find it useful and whatnot. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.